Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be talking about a small project that I'm recruiting people for. This is a volunteer project, so do not expect to get paid. I am also doing this as a volunteer because I want to make sure that our experience using dumb phones is better and better. One of my biggest frustrations with dumb phones is that a lot of the applications are not developed for the DPAD. So, for example, here we have two great developments. The TT phone, they actually develop a launcher that, as you see, selects and lets you know what is going on. But whenever you open, for example, the messaging app, these features stop working altogether. You may be able to see them faintly or not at all. And that is a problem because you want to know what you're selecting. Another thing is, for example, when you go on WhatsApp and you try to navigate, sometimes things work and sometimes they don't. So there is a lot of disparity and a lot of lack of seamless integration into what works and what doesn't. So, for example, right here, we go to the music player, and some things are going to work very well, other things are not going to work at all. So that is something that I'm hoping to solve with the power of community. That is you and I building DPAD enabled and native applications that allow users to actually get to know their devices and use them beautifully. I'm going to give another example here. The first app that I build is a DPAD music player. I'm going to include the link for GitHub in the description of this video, and you can either contribute or just download it and help us test on different dumb phones, especially dumb phones that don't have a touchscreen. So this is the Dumber OS. So here we have the Dumber OS. And as you see right here, this is the application for music that you are able to use. And you can use it with the touchscreen. And sometimes it works with the D-pad. So sometimes, as you see right there, I can get to play or play next or add to queue, or I can play the music, whichever it is that I want. The problem is that I don't know, and you may not know either, because how to navigate around it. Not everything works seamlessly and not everything is available for usage. So what I decided to do is build a D-pad player, a player that is native for the D-pad and that allows you to actually see every single item that you're trying to select. As you see right there, it may not look amazing in every instance, but what it does is that it allows you to create something that at least tells you like, okay, this is what I'm selecting, and it is clearly visible and available for me to understand what I'm actually playing on the song or the album or whatever it is that you're playing. There are a lot of improvements to be made on this project, so do not expect it to be the most amazing from the beginning. But what I want to do is I want to provide these applications for all dumb phone manufacturers so that whenever we have a D-pad application, we are going to be able to have this management, these apps that are vetted by the community, for the community, free and open source available for everybody to use. And as you see right here, everything is selectable. Everything tells you like, okay, where are you in the UI so that you are not lost. And this is a huge improvement. I am also working on a messaging app, still, work in progress. So it's not ready for even showcasing it here. But essentially, what I want to do is create DPAD healthy and DPAD native apps that allow people to live their life without having to use the touchscreen. Yes, you can use the touchscreen if you have a touchscreen enabled phone, but most of the time, dumb phones do not have a touchscreen. And honestly, I don't want a touchscreen. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to go with a dumb phone. So I have built this application. You can test it, give me feedback. If you're a developer, please get involved because I would love for this to be better and better and create utilities that are improving for dumb phones. I'm going to showcase it here on the other device. So there's a lot of work for sizing and screens and all of that. But as you see right there, you're able to go around and play around with whatever it is. I actually have two systems, one that has this top library right here and one that doesn't have the top library. You can enable and disable that in the settings. And again, I'm hoping that these projects allow us to create a suite of apps that all manufacturers can use from now on. They can theme it in whichever way they want. They can change the name. I don't care about that. What I care is that people have a great experience with dumb phones and that these are built in a way that is for the community and by the community. Anyways, if you are interested in getting involved in this project, please make sure to check out the resources in the link below and contribute if you can. If you cannot contribute with your code knowledge, or you don't have time, you can also contribute with monetary resources that allow me to continue developing these apps, and maybe even give some developers bounties so that we can figure out some of the other complexities. For example, whenever it comes to messaging, we are dealing with RCS issues. And if we have some money available, maybe somebody can do a little bit of a deep dive to see if we can enable that on dumb phones without the need of being beholden to Apple and Google. That may be a very aspirational project, but I do believe that we can do it together. Anyways, thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention to this. And I hope that I get a lot of traction on building and creating tools that are DPAD native for the community by the community. Anyways, see you next time. And there are some very big announcements coming soon and some updates on some dumb phones that I'm really excited about. So stay tuned to the channel.